Welcome to Football Today TV. These is your home for updated football news. So feel free to share your opinions and remember to subscribe as we continue to grow our family. Manchester United are in a period of change and uncertainty. The club recently sacked head coach Ruben Amorim, ending his 14-month tenure at Old Trafford. Amorim left the club after disagreements with Manchester United's football leadership and poor results in the ongoing season. United decided to part ways with him on January 5, 2026, following a troubled campaign in both league and cup competitions. After Amorim's exit, Darren Fletcher, a former United midfielder and current under-18s coach, stepped in as interim manager. Fletcher oversaw 2 games in charge, including a Premier League match against Burnley and an FA Cup third-round tie versus Brighton and Hove Albion. The FA Cup game ended in a disappointing 2-1 loss at Old Trafford, with Brighton scoring 2 goals and United only pulling 1 back late in the match. This defeat confirmed United's exit from both domestic cup competitions for the season, a first since the 1981-82 campaign. With Fletcher in temporary charge, Manchester United have been working to find a new manager for the rest of the season. The club hierarchy, led by CEO Omar Barada and Director of Football Jason Wilcox, has been intensely involved in this process. United want to appoint an interim head coach until the summer, when they can then look for a long-term permanent manager. 2 names have emerged as the main candidates to take over as interim boss: Michael Carrick and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Both are former Manchester United players and have previous coaching experience. But in recent developments, Carrick has moved ahead of Solskjaer in the club's thinking. Fabrizio Romano, the respected football journalist, reported that Carrick has made strong progress in talks with United's leadership and is now the leading option to be appointed interim head coach until the end of the season. Michael Carrick, aged 44, is a well-known figure at Old Trafford. He had a long and successful playing career at Manchester United, winning multiple trophies including the Premier League and Champions League. After retiring from playing, he moved into coaching and briefly managed Middlesbrough until 2025. Carrick has also had previous experience with United's first team as part of the coaching staff, and he acted as interim manager for 3 games in 2021, going unbeaten in that short spell. This history and his strong relationship with players are seen as important assets as United consider him for the current role. Reports from several reliable sources, including ESPN, say that Carrick has significant backing from the Manchester United playing squad. Senior players are believed to appreciate his manner and coaching style, making him a popular choice among the squad for the interim job. This player support could be a key factor in United's decision, especially as the club looks for stability and unity during a challenging part of the season. Carrick and Solskjaer have both held meetings with United's leadership at the Carrington training ground. Carrick's talks happened earlier in the week, and Solskjaer's took place shortly after. While Solskjaer was initially considered a strong contender for the position, the momentum has now shifted towards Carrick. Solskjaer, of course, is no stranger to managerial responsibility at United, having served as head coach between 2018 and 2021. He led the club to Champions League football during that period and remains a respected figure among fans and pundits. Despite this, the latest updates indicate that Carrick is more likely to be appointed interim manager. There has been strong positive feedback from United's bosses about his ideas, communication, and vision for the team. United hope to announce a decision within the next 48 hours, so that the new interim boss can take charge of training early next week and begin preparing the team for their upcoming matches, including a high-profile Manchester derby against Manchester City on January 17th. While Carrick is the favorite, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has not been completely ruled out. United may choose to keep him in some capacity if Carrick is appointed, or consider his role for the future given his strong personal connection to the club and his past managerial experience. Solskjaer has grown in status among some fans as a figure who can help steady the team, but at the moment the inside track appears to be with Carrick. Meanwhile, the club's season is at a critical point. Manchester United currently sits 7th in the Premier League with 32 points, still within reach of European qualification spots, but they are behind the top 4 and looking to improve their league form. Early exits from the FA Cup and EFL Cup have left United with only league football to focus on for the remainder of the campaign. Every match now feels important if United are to secure a return to European football next season. Darren Fletcher's temporary spell as interim manager was notable because it came at a time of very little preparation and immediate pressure. His FA Cup loss to Brighton followed shortly after his appointment, and while Fletcher remains part of the coaching setup, his future beyond that temporary role now depends on United's wider managerial decision. Off the pitch, Manchester United supporters have expressed frustration at the club's recent managerial instability. Since the retirement of Sir Alex Ferguson in 2013, United have struggled to find a long-term successor who can bring lasting success. Ruben Amorim's short stay is the latest chapter in that ongoing challenge, and many fans are hoping that the interim appointment will at least bring some stability and clarity as the club looks ahead to the summer. Looking further ahead, Manchester United will also begin planning for a permanent manager to take over after this season. While Carrick may be considered for the long-term job if he does well, United are likely to pursue candidates with strong experience and a clear vision for the club's future. Names such as Oliver Glasner, Enzo Maresca, Andoni Iraola, and Thomas Tuchel have been mentioned in various reports as potential options for the permanent role, depending on availability and United's strategy. For now, all eyes are on the upcoming announcement about the interim manager, and many in the football world are watching closely to see how Manchester United aim to stabilize their season. The choice between Carrick and Solskjaer, and how this decision is communicated to the squad and supporters, will play an important role in United's efforts to rebuild confidence and push for a strong finish to the Premier League season.